Welcome to Create to Live podcast, the podcast where social media meets business and big dreams turn into bigger results.
Whether you're an entrepreneur, content creator, or a 9-to-5er, building your side hustle, you're in the right place.
Each week, we bring you actionable tips, inspiring stories, and insider strategies to help you grow your brand, monetize your passions, and create the success you seek. We are your hosts, Sherelle from Blue Wall Media
And Davon from Booker Consulting.
Together,
Let's create the life you want to live.
Good day to you, because we don't know if this is in the afternoon or morning for you when you listen to this, but good afternoon, good morning, good evening.
I was like, it's definitely morning time.
So it's like, good day. Well, because you never know when they're listening. Good day to you. Welcome to another podcast episode of Create to Live Podcast. I'm Sherelle.
I'm whole time Booker.
Are you just going to keep changing your name every podcast episode?
Whole time Booker. I like that one. That one hard.
Is that the one you're going to actually stick to?
Maybe. Right now, I'm whole time Booker.
Right. Okay. Well,
good.
Guys, if you don't know, he's also Davon. He's also Jordan. He's also Book. So anytime you hear any of those random names, that's him. But we're super excited for this episode. Huh?
OKC3.
No one calls me that, and I've never called myself that on the mic.
OKC3.
Just like you were just giving me new names at this point.
They do call you C3.
Yeah, my family. No one else understands that concept or the name of that.
Oh.
Yeah. Like your name's Booker whole time. Everyone knows that that's you because your last name is Booker, but you go by Book and you say whole time. That's your brand. C3 is not my brand.
It could be.
Speaking of, this episode, we're actually going to be talking about our personal brands, our personal goals with our social media. Things we always talk about: having goals, setting goals, knowing the platforms that are right for you as a creator, as well as having a strategy for yourself. And something that we were like, for this episode, we talk about how you should do it, but let's talk about how we are actually implementing it in our own lives. What is the strategy of our social media? What are the goals of our social media? And how are we taking what we talk about in the episodes in this podcast, Create to Live podcast, into our own creative lives? And I know I talk a lot for like Blue Wall clients, but for me, when it comes to my social media and the goals that I have for this episode, I'm going to specifically talk about Blue Wall and my personal brand, Just Sherelle.
And what you got going? What's your goals for your brand and Sherelle for real?
For Just Sherelle, I would say that right now, it's getting back in the groove of creating again. The strategy right now is creating reels, creating carousels, as well as going live. I went live last week and I enjoyed it, and other people really liked it as well. Like they were saying, like I always used to go live all the time, and I enjoyed it because for me, editing is fun, content creation is fun, but Instagram live, YouTube live, TikTok, like going live in general, it's a great time because it's like, it's raw, it's real, it's something you can connect to because it's in that moment.
Mm-hmm.
And I think
move on with your day.
Exactly, like you definitely can move on with your day. Like you created content without you even having to do the editing and stuff like that. Literally in the live. Thank you for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode.
And then other people can watch it after too.
And it's like, for me, my strategy is making Instagram regular again. Like everyone talks about how they feel like they have to be professional on Instagram, they have to look the part, they have to be the part and things like that. And I'm just like, I remember the days where Instagram was not that platform like that. Like Instagram in my eyes has always been the top. Now TikTok did take over at one point, but I feel like Instagram is like coming back to being number one again. But because it has that stigma of you have to, if you're going to be a content creator influencer, you need to look the part. You have to look professional. If you're a regular person, but like you have friends who are influencers, you have to look the part. You have to look professional. You have to look clean. You got to look like a IG baddie or the soft girl era. Everyone has to have an aesthetic. And my strategy is forget that. No.
Look homeless.
Well, I mean, if that's the brand that you want to go with, or if that's like your...
Oh, that's not true.
No, it's not my brand. I'm not going for it. Look homeless. I'm trying to actually get out of that. I'm going to stop looking homely.
Oh.
Yeah, not homeless. Homely.
Okay.
There's two different. Those are two different, actually. I don't know if you know that.
I felt that.
Mm-hmm. So that's my strategy right now, is unprofessionalizing. Is that the word that I want to use?
I'm rocking with it.
Okay, unprofessionalizing Instagram again, and just being real and raw and connecting with people. Now, of course, skits are still something that I enjoy seeing on Instagram. That's something that, like, not really skits per se, but like a skit style in a sense for the type of content that I have. So it's just getting back into regular posting. That's my strategy right now. And then a goal for Just Sherelle, I want to, my platforms that I am currently posting on is Instagram and YouTube. Those are two platforms that I think work best for me and my personality, because one, I love talking. YouTube is perfect for that. And then Instagram live streams. And then I also, those two platforms I've always connected with. I think that YouTube as a long format is something that I enjoy being able to be a part of. I feel like my niche, my style, who I am, fits YouTube videos long format, because I do talk on so many different topics, from being an entrepreneur to being in a relationship to being someone with sisters, and watching that journey of growing up as going into being 25, of trying to get my first car and what it's like living still at home, but also trying to build a business, things like that. But I know is a great way for me to really expand on YouTube. And then for Instagram, it is, I enjoy a little doing a hair video, showcasing my relationship with my boyfriend, as well as showing the ups and downs in a quick, short format version of having my own business. So, yeah. What about you?
That sound like two different goals. Like showing your business, probably on Blue Wall?
No.
You gonna post it on regular?
For that one's a collaboration, but I'll get into that later. How about you? What would you say is your goals for King Jordan book?
4,000 watch hours on YouTube. Posting 3 times a day on TikTok for 30 days. See what happens. See if these TikTok people telling the truth or not.
How long you been doing the 3 times a day?
Today will be day 5 or 6.
Okay. Have you seen any like changes or growth?
People I could look right now.
Ooh, let's see it. In real time, checking on it.
More people been commenting on my stuff.
Ooh.
But not crazy growth for real.
Mm-hmm. But you see an increase in your engagement.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, like 4 days. Today, day 5.
Okay.
So, yep. Gonna see if this works. If not,
they're all liars. He said, if I'm gonna debunk them or actually be a part of them.
But until then, I got 26 more days or 25 more days.
Oh, so you're doing it for 30 days straight?
Yep.
Okay.
Yes,
30-day challenge. So say that it does well after the 30 days. Are you gonna continue it for another 30 days? Like, or are you gonna do it for another 365 days, like you did with Instagram, posting every day?
Yeah. Why not? TikTok. I probably would never edit on their app though.
Oh, you don't like it?
I mean, like I would just never edit a TikTok video.
So you would just film it
and just go on with my life.
I understand. It's kind of how I am with like Instagram Live. I'm just gonna go live, talk, yap, have a good time, engage with my followers, and then get off and just post.
Yeah, Instagram I'll take more editing focus series.
Really? Okay.
Yep, 3 times posting on Instagram.
You mean TikTok? Oh, you 3 times a week on Instagram.
Yeah.
Okay.
Facebook is post my Instagram.
Oh, you post on Facebook?
Wow. Yeah. Get my money from Facebook. Don't sleep on Facebook.
Really?
Yeah. I didn't make the program though. Soon though.
Soon.
So goals is to get paid from at least one social media platform by the end of this year.
By the end of this year.
Not in the brand I want to get paid by the platform.
Mm.
And Davon, just keep on posting mix once a week. I'm doing pretty good. And
Davon or YouTube?
DJ Jordan Book.
Mm-hmm.
Post mixes and make sure I go viral. Or maybe don't even go viral. Just create good mixes.
Mm-hmm.
I was reading this post that was like, be a creator. So, be a creator. Davon, continue to post. Don't give up on that one. Yep.
So how would you define each of those niches, like for each brand that you post
King Jordan Book, Lifestyle, DJ Book, DJ, Davon, Gold Coach.
How do you balance all three of those different brands? Like, do you feel like you can only do certain brands on certain days, or is it just like because they're all you can just do it any day?
Now, Wednesday, I post DJ mixes. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, King Jordan Book Reels, Davon. Sometimes I stay good. Sometimes I don't. TikTok, you post whenever. You know what I'm saying? Posted at 10 a.m. Posted at 11 p.m. Just now.
It's getting posted. Okay, I like that. So for you had asked me for Blue Wall, if like am I showing like that collaboration or whatever in the mix of all of that. So the goal for Blue Wall is, at first I wanted Blue Wall to be a brand of its own and not connected to me, but then I was like, that's kind of dumb. And not in the sense of like brands who do that is dumb. It's not, because some people it actually works for them. But for me and who I am, like as a content creator and being the owner of Blue Wall, it's important to have a face to Blue Wall for people to connect to. I always talk about with social media being, if you're gonna have a business, it's good to be the face of your business, because then people have something to connect to, not just a product, not just a service, but someone who's behind the service, because we're put on this earth to connect with people, to have relationships. And if we're not connecting to someone's business, if we don't connect to somebody in the business, you don't have that relationship, and that can affect something in the future. Say they don't like the product at one point, okay, well, I'm done. But if they have a relationship with you or they feel connected to you, well, now it's not about your product. It's about, okay, I like this person, I'm gonna continue to support them. Even if I don't buy the product because I may not have the finances or just don't care to buy the product at this time, I'm still referred to somebody else because of my connection with you and because your product is good. Now, when you have the product is good and they have a connection to you, oh, you've got a customer for life, basically. And so that's something I'm like learning with Blue Wall, is that I need to be more involved on that social media platform, especially as I'm expanding and growing my business. Expanding and growing Blue Wall is creating more content on there to help others, so that way I can get more clients in the other fields that I want to actually be in. Because right now we're focusing on content creation and social media management for short format platforms. And the arena that I want to transition more into is podcast management, podcast distribution, podcast producing, or YouTube and podcast producing type of thing, as well as social media consulting, as far as with helping people with their personal brands and editing. That's something I want to go more into. And so just listening to other businesses and businesswomen and even businessmen speaking on, if you want to expand your business, you need to talk more about it. You need to post more about it. That's something that I'm like, okay, I have the strategies. I've already written down ideas on like what I want to talk about, what videos I want to talk about, how I want the videos formatted. It's now time to just implement it, start filming those videos, posting those reels, posting those carousels, so that I'm getting that name out there. Because then I'm able to market Blue Wall Media Agency as a media agency, but also get clients. And even if I don't, at least I'm putting out good information for people to connect to that they can go back to. Because I know that I'm always looking at other people's content ideas or help and advice for social media management or for content creation. So that's something that I can do if I'm wanting to become a professional expert in this industry. Then I also need to be learning as well as putting out information. What I'm learning, sharing it with others. And for Blue Wall, most of the content is strictly like Instagram and LinkedIn. Possibly some YouTube, but that'd be more of like connected with the Just Sherelle brand. That's what I'm saying. Like Just Sherelle is like the main brand. Blue Wall is the main brand, but it's branched off of Just Sherelle. So those two are definitely connected.
Yeah, I like it. I look forward to seeing you reach your goals.
Me too. I'm excited to see you reach 4,000 watch hours. I'm pretty sure that you're like pretty close to it.
No.
He'll be there soon, guys. We're gonna be celebrating within 3 months. I believe for it. 3 months. He reached 4,000 watch hours. He gonna get a nice little check. Or a big check. But hey, we hope that you guys enjoyed this podcast episode. We hope that this encourages you to set your own goals, have your own strategy, figure out the platforms that you want to post on, as well as, really dive into it as whether you're an entrepreneur with your own business and you're trying to figure out how you can be the face of your business, or how to not be the face of the business, but have something that people connect to and have that relationship with, whether it's your employees, brand ambassadors, or even you as the owner, as well as figuring out what platform that it works best for you. And of course, just having goals to be able to achieve and set that are bigger than you, but you're putting the work into actually achieving. Well, we hope that you enjoyed this episode. Bye. We hope that you enjoyed this episode of Create to Live podcast. Make sure you tune in every single week to our podcast we release on Mondays. Subscribe, follow us. We are on Spotify podcasts as well as Apple Podcasts and iHeartRadio podcasts. If you want to follow us on social media, my social media is bluewall.media. That's BLUWALL.media on Instagram.
You can follow me at Davon.Booker, BOOKR, whole time. Appreciate y'all.
Thank you again for tuning in to Create to Live podcast.